Now, I've been discerning, okay, what can I switch up moving forward? I got a lot of ideas. I'll just mention two right now. We'll go way deeper into this. Rotterdam Marathon training block, full analysis today. But first, a little tip of the day from the canals of Amsterdam. I'm walking the streets of Amsterdam. This is part of my post-race strategy, all right? Tip of the day, especially if you're hopping on an airplane, try to go walk. You know, if you want to jog, that's fine, but we did a jog yesterday, DGR strong in Amsterdam. What an incredible time that was. But part of my strategy is to definitely try and at least walk, you know, at least a mile. I did a little over 3 miles actually this morning. That's my tip of the day. Get out there the day after the race, get a good solid walk in before you catch that airplane. And yes, aggressive stretching in the back of the airplane helped me so much, which is allowing me to do what I'm doing right now, preparing for Zegama it's like 6 weeks away, everybody. A mountain race in northern Spain. So here is the deal. I do road racing, marathon racing, which again, we're gonna break down the full training block. But it's not my passion, like my real passion. My real passion is mountain running, but I do the road racing, the marathon racing to get out of my comfort zone. I'm telling you, I believe that one of the reasons I'm getting faster in the mountains every year, you know, it's happening. I have really good data now from the Pikes Peak Marathon to analyze that I am getting faster. And I credit that to some of it, not all of it, some of it to my road racing. All right, so it's all very exciting. But in addition to stretching in the back of the airplane, as I'm exiting the airplane in Denver, I hear from the front of the plane, Seth! Okay, maybe not a yell, but I heard my name, Seth, and this happened. The pilot watches the vlog. Yeah. He watches the vlog. Oh, that's amazing. What's your name?
Brian McCammon.
Oh, he just got me safe home from Houston.
Yeah, glad to see you, man.
Thanks for watching.
It's incredible. It's funny to run into you. I can't believe
amazing.
it. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be the pilot.
Yeah.
So,
well, here it is.
Oh, it's awesome.
You wanna run?
Let's see it. Let's come right in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You wanna sit down?
Oh my.
This is it. The 737.
I'm just filming with my phone because my big camera's put away.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. I've never been in a cockpit.
Yeah. Well, welcome.
So you're. I gotta ask, how'd you find the channel?
So I've probably been watching since 2017. So pretty early on.
You're old school.
But
this is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm off to get see True Love and the boys.
Nice.
So they're picking me up. All right, we're gonna sign out for the cockpit. This is so cool.
Get some ice cream.
We're going Andy's. We're going custard. So shout out to Brian. Thanks for getting me home safe to the family, to True Love. He's DGR strong in the skies. Oh my goodness. I mean, I actually have never sat, maybe as a kid. Actually, remember as a kid, you used to get wings. What happened to those wings? Oh man. All right, just enjoying a little vertical, everybody. Let's go. What a long, strange trip it's been. Oh, name that band. Name the band, everyone. Here we go. Rotterdam Marathon, full breakdown and analysis. Who remembers this poster from almost 4 months? It's amazing, right? How we're you have the old adage, where did time go? So made this poster in December, or is it November 2021, discerning what would be my next road marathon. We had Rotterdam, Paris, Manchester, what was that, Barcelona. We had all the vertical gain written on here. I have 213 feet written down for Rotterdam. So, oh man, just wanted to show you that. I keep these posters. And then also the overall racing schedule for 2022. Discerning again with true love. You know how I love that word. Just trying to figure out what's the next logical step. And that's what we're about to begin. I'm not going to say solve for my next road marathon. Here we go. I've got notes. Be glancing down at these. And you know the drill. Fit, fresh, healthy. And I'm going to add another one, actually. I don't often say it. I've alluded to it at times. Whether you want to say joyful, happy, content at the starting line. If you've just been through the ringer in your training block and you are not happy, joyful, if you didn't enjoy the process, the 3 months, 4 months, whatever you put into your personal training blocks out there, is it really worth it? You know, I think I went through that with, training for a 100-mile race. I actually enjoyed that process, but, it takes time as a runner to figure out your niche that you really enjoy within the running space. Here we go, volume graph on your screen. Here's the volume from the training block. Unlike the New York City Marathon, this training block, I peaked out at 130 miles, all right, just 1 week at 130. And New York City, I think I had 2 weeks at 140, okay? So there's the volume graph, all right? Took a little down week leading into Gasparilla, the tune-up race, and actually I'm just gonna talk about that right now. I would say, so for New York City, I did a 3-week out tune-up race. For Rotterdam, I did a 6-week out. I've been thinking a lot about this. I don't think I would change it. I think I have discovered, and maybe that's the greatest lesson of this block for Rotterdam, is that my tune-up races for marathon road racing, just marathon road racing, needs to be 6 weeks out. Not 4 weeks, not 3 weeks, not 8 weeks, but 6 weeks. I feel pretty good about it. I really do. I was able to recover, come back and do hard workouts after the tune-up race, so wanted to point that out about the 6 weeks out, okay? I did 5 23-mile long runs, all right? I went back and counted them all up, 5 23-mile long runs, and I did 1 or 2 20-mile runs, okay? And then did 4 threshold runs, all right? So about that 5:20-ish a mile here at altitude, starting with 3 miles, 6 miles, 9 miles, and then 12 miles, all right? So there you go for the threshold runs. And would I change anything with that? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they really prepared me for understanding race pace. Not saying it translated eventually. Maybe I guess one consideration for the next block would be going further. Because again, dealing with that lactic acid, okay, which we'll talk more about here in a second. And last but not least, these 5 track sessions. These are... some are bigger than others. I did go to the track more than 5 times, but we're talking for like 300-meter repeats, strides, easy stuff. But actual workouts, 12 by 400, 12 by 1K, 15 by 1K, 3 by 5K, and then 8 by 400, okay, as far as track. So 5 track sessions, which I was able to capture for all of you with Mr. Drone. So 218 a mile, that was 218 was the A goal. That's 5:15 a mile, 3:16 per kilometer. I ended up running the palindrome, okay, 02220, and that is 5:25 a mile or 3:23 per kilometer. Okay, so 10 seconds a mile slow, right? So I missed my goal. Now, you gotta know, I'm never complaining about a PR. The older you get and the faster you get, the harder it is to, you gotta cherish those moments when you do get a PR through life. So I'll never complain about a PR, but I did not hit the goal. 10 seconds per mile too slow. That's actually a nice even number, yeah? Okay? So how do you break that down? Per lap around a track, quarters on a track, all right? 400-meter repeats on a track, 2.5 seconds. Isn't that interesting? Per lap that I missed my goal race pace. 2.5 seconds. I will say it's a lot. It's not like insignificant. So 10 seconds a mile. So I need to discern and figure out moving forward, how do I cut not just 10 seconds a mile or or per 1,600 meters, but 2.5 seconds per quarter, all right, on the track or on the road or wherever I'm doing workouts. Now, because of this marathon, I have the baseline. That's probably the greatest gift from my experience in Rotterdam is I have a baseline. Amsterdam, it was my first marathon. You guys, I've already covered this. So now I have this baseline that I can work with moving forward into the future. Now I've been discerning, okay, what can I switch up moving forward? I got a lot of ideas. I'll just mention 2 right now. We'll go way deeper into this in few because I know we're going long here. Is more fartleks, okay? More fartleks early in the training block, especially. All right. And less 23-mile long runs, more 18 to 20 mile long runs, but 1 or 2 24, 25 mile long runs. Again, the lactate that built up in my legs. Also, well, I'll say strength training. Need more strength training. That's a topic for another day, but I want to be able to deal and flush out and enable, I'll put it that way, enable the body to deal with the lactate better. So rather than just boom, like 23 mile, I think more in that 18 to 20 mile range, and then 1 or 2 past 23 miles. So teaching the body to like 24, 25, almost race distance, okay, almost the marathon distance. Again, just that's where was it? It was about 20, it was like 28, 29, 30K in Rotterdam where I started to feel the pain, which is typical, hitting the wall, it's typical. But those would be 2 areas that I would change for future. And isn't that the beauty of it? As runners, now you find these pieces along the way. Every race that you do, every training block, you find the puzzle pieces and you just keep putting them into place. All right, everyone, there's my breakdown. I feel great about the track work. Feel great about the thresholds. I think the long runs, I could do maybe 1 or 2 longer, but more shorter and faster. And then what did I say? Fartleks earlier in the training block. So that first, and did I say it was an 18-week training block? I feel good about it. I didn't feel rushed. Maybe felt a little bit long toward the end, like I was getting a little antsy toward the end, but I don't think I would want it to be 16. I feel pretty darn good that I didn't have to rush. I felt rushed in the training for 18 weeks. I'm glad I remembered to mention that. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I could go on and on. There you go. Rotterdam Marathon training block analysis in the books. Here we go. Comment of the day. Actually, let's do question of the day first. What was one lesson that you learned from your most recent training block? One lesson that you learned from your most recent training block. And it doesn't have to be connected to training. It could be connected to you as a person, okay? Comment of the day. Here we go. Troy, you get the comment of the day about hitting the wall. Several years ago, I was on pace for a sub 3-hour marathon in Washington State and headed into the aid station at mile 21.5. But we arrived before the volunteers and there were no fluids or gels. That's a little crazy. I carried nothing with me. Minimalist to a fault. I hear you there, Troy. I am too. Figured I'd just power through. About a mile later, I slowly blacked out like a light dimming in a room and fell down on the trail unable to move. Had a runner not come along a few minutes later and tossed a couple gels at me, I might still be laying there. My 2:58 turned into a 3:11. Always be prepared when it comes to race hydration and nutrition. Onward and upward. Troy, thank you, sir. You get the comment of the day. Good story. Well, I'm glad you were okay, but that's a good hitting the wall story. Like, we've all been there. We have all been there. All right, we'll toss it to, of course, the race vlog right there from Rotterdam. Again, shout out to everybody in the Netherlands for making me feel so welcome and loved over there. It was amazing, and we'll be back. All right, see beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.